Well, it's not a matter of that. They do everything. They pollinate so many different plants. I think they worked it out. The man hours to do it would be every single person in the country at it. All the time. I mean, do you just want to go along pollinating stuff? No, me either. Let the bees do the job they've been doing for a very long time. So this may well be about 5 or 6 videos. Well, let's reset again. I reckon it's good, it's in 4K mode. There's a lot of these thistles about. They are nice. Let's have a look at the view again. A little bit more. So now you can see the windmills again, collecting energy. I think they power most of the stockpiles in Fairfield. They probably do quite a bit of us as well. I don't know. I'd have to Google it. But yeah. Right, the question is where to go now. Although we could swing up there and then back along. That's doable. Alright, boy. Oh yeah, watch out for the holes. The holes will get you. Tractor traps.
And also there has been like a few tractors coming along this path, so I mean it would be a little bit bumpy, so sorry, it's really rocky.
Yeah, good footwear is probably a good idea. I like my Witchwood boots. Fisherman's boots, really, they're waterproof, but they do the job. That's the name of my favourite brewery. Hence the hat. Right, so the sun's gone in a tad. More little holes. Okay. So I think that's the entrance over there to Norton. Right. Let's have a look at this little view, shall we? You ready for this? Look at that. Lovely, that.
Some blue flowers there. Oh.
I was looking more at the cars going over there. I was going to say that's the road we were just looking at before, I think.
It's actually really satisfying to see the cars go there.
It is. You could like stand here for a while. We'll do with some seating around here, but we've probably got knocked over by the tractors because they do night fielding. Now, I think you can go that way. Looks a little well less trodden than this way. Same way that way. You can go that way, it's a bit more trodden, isn't it? And it does look like you can go that way, which is cool. In fact, that looks like the path to the park. So, let's just go down here. Yeah, there's Norton Church, look. See that? That is Norton Church yonder way. We might even go down there and show you the church. Nice little area to have a sit down. Oh, there's always a lot of churches, mate. No matter where you go, it's very rare to find a place without a church. I mean, my village doesn't have one, but the village right next to it, which is of the same name, but upper and lower, does. There we go. Another signpost. I'm not quite sure what the yellow and the black is. Never really looked.
Some bees.
Yeah. You have to turn the camera back on and off. A little telly bit. Anyway. So that's the question. Is it that way or is it that way? Ooh, what's that? That's one of those, look at that. Oh yeah, that's the map of the town which has been knocked down. So yeah, I mean, if anyone does this, is responsible for this, here we are. Here. I don't know where here is, but exactly. Oh, we're there, look. See it on the map, can't you? Yeah, okay. So we'll put that back there. Perfectly serviceable map, just needs hanging back up. So, question is the path over there that we usually take, or is the path, back the path? I can't remember. Let's get down here and find out. I've also been doing the hedges up. I've got all that lot up. Taking a few trees down. Well, little ones. Now let it dry down, use it as, sell it off as kindling or whatever. That'll do the job, isn't it? I'm not exactly on the best bit of pathway there, are we? Now, this is a lovely bit of grassland. If you go in there, you'll probably find all sorts of animals. There'll be rabbits, obviously. Might be a couple of badgers, little badger set. If you're really lucky, you'll find some foxes, grass snakes, adders,
which can bite,
mice.
by the way.
Yes, they can. Yeah, you don't have to worry about adders too much. I mean, yes, if you're really unfortunate, it will kill you. But about 99% of people, it'll just give you a headache.
Oh.
The only poisonous native snake to the UK that I know of. And I've had a few slither over my feet before while I've been looking at sites. So yeah, as you can imagine, the sort of thing I always used to do. Loved it. Do you love a bit of nature? What's that there?
And also, I am like quite afraid of bees. So I mean, like if there is like a shot of me, like just prancing about, it's like a fly or whatnot around me, then you know what.
Right, let me explain about bees, everybody. Bees will not hurt you unless you hurt them. Unless, of course, you're in like South America or Africa.
Which is vicious.
Well, they're called killer bees for a reason. But bees' last resort is to sting you. Yeah. So if a bee stings you, its sting rips off from its body, so it can keep injecting the poison, so it can fly off. But it will die.
It's not really
that
poison.
That bee will die. Oh, it is. It's an irritant poison. Ooh, I wonder what that is.
What?
Oh, little grass balls up. It's starting to open up a little. Oh, I guess it's these. That would make sense as they're there. But yeah, you got these. I've actually seen them in that form before. That's quite cool. Cool for me, anyway. I feel like Ray Mears. Don't know why. I feel like I should be doing a David Bellamy. Oh, in the undergrowth. I ain't got the beard for it. Lovely golden wheat. We love it.
This probably used to be a farm or whatnot over here.
Oh, I think that's always been like that. At least for the seeable past, as it were. Ever since it's been opened up, I mean, obviously you've got the farmer's field, and all this would have been farmer's field at one point, and they've quite graciously either sold it or given it to the town for the walks. More likely the town bought it off them, but farmers got to make a living. Yeah, this is the path we'd take. So this is the normal path that you take, which will go back on. This is the way to Norton. That there is Norton, a little village which is almost connected to Letchworth. I think there's like a couple of feet. That field usually has horses in, or cows, or sheep. Can't smell it, nice little smell of cut grass. I won't ruin it by telling you what that smell is, but suffice to say it's a nice calming smell.
It's okay, but it's sometimes.
Yeah, it can get a bit much if it's really, really fresh and I've done a lot. There's a little marker there, greenway marker.
Also, I don't really like it when they crop grass too often, because then it can sometimes get in your shoes.
Well, you can't cut it too often, can you? It's got to grow.
Well, yeah, I know, but when it is cut.
Nice little field. That's the sort of field that you want to get a football and go have a game of footy in. Look at that, that's lovely. That's the sort of field I used to go with my granddad to have a game of footy. Except there used to be cows in it. Yeah, pretty much mine, Pats, use them as goalposts. Watch where you're diving. Seriously. Well, they're not overgrown at all, they're lovely. You've got a clear... How can you call this overgrown? Look at that pathway, it's lovely.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is, like, there's some of the branches, like, overhang.
And that gives shade.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, get some space, don't you?
That's why you've got to be more aware, not have you facing the phone. Facing your phone, facing your phone, facing your phone. Oh, dear me. Right. Probably not the nicest thing to look at, but this is where, if you have a dog down here, we all hope you put your dog poop. Nobody wants to see that on the side of the road. If your dog poops, please scoop. Always has to have the last word, this one. See what I mean? Right, and here we are. This is the village of Norton. It's quite a busy village, really. You've been here loads of times. Yes, you do. What's wrong with that? That's the smell of green, that is. Right, we've got a little pond here. We'll have a look at that map in a minute. But down there is a little pond which is maintained by the Letchworth people. And what they do is they get schools down here and stuff like that. Because we saw them last time we're down here, little families come down. And what they do is they clear the weeds, they keep the pond weed nice and active, and you see the nice big reeds growing up. Normally this is a nice active pond. I mean, you can see some dark patches there, but obviously it's been really hot. It has, so unfortunately the water level has gone. Obviously below ground there's probably a nice bit of moisture which is keeping all this lot alive. But for now, this is it. I can imagine there's usually like sticklebacks and stuff in there, but it is what it is. Oh, there's a shoe there. Oh, lovely.
A shoe?
A shoe. As long as you're not Elizabeth's shoe, we're alright. And this is the map. Norton Pond Restoration Works. So yeah, if you can read that at all, maybe pause it, enlarge, get your bottle out of the way, thank you. So I mean, we've got all this stuff going on here, trying to do all this stuff.
New Zealand.
Yeah, so that's what they've done.
Little wildlife.
Trying to get all that going. Try and make it look more presentable. And you know what? I've never gone down here, so I'm going to. You're waiting there, eh? Little pathway though, look at that. So I mean, this is probably some of the plantings that we're talking about. Look at that, it's beautiful. It's called a log deer. Nice proper thistle, look at that. That's what you want. Watch out for these, they hurt. So now I'm going to assume that this goes all the way around there. Yeah, it looks like it goes all the way around there. There's a little pathway they've made out. It's a bit too dodgy for us in our current attire, but yeah, there's a little pathway all over there. So yeah, a little log there, a little butterfly giving it some. Right, so we'll just have a quick look at Norton, and then we'll go back. Unless you want to go to the church. Okay, we'll nip over to the church just so we can do his Pokemon. Do his Poofymon. Have a look at Norton. Yeah, look at this, look at that house, it's lovely, isn't it? One thing you can say about Letchworth, it's a lovely house. Where's that bench gone? I'm sure there's a bench here. Oh dear, I think it was there. Huh? That's wheat and willow. Ah, there's the bench. I lied, it's over here. Wasn't lied.